C.S. Lewis, describing Satan's MO, describes the devil as working on a particular premise. He describes sin as an ever-increasing craving for an ever-diminishing pleasure. This is the devil's formula, he says, to get a man's soul and give him nothing in return. Wow, this is just a brilliant understanding of what's really going on when we move in our way of living contrary to the grain of reality. You can't grab hold of the fabric of reality and twist it out of shape for too long before it wants to bounce back and maybe even cause pain in the process of taking its original form. God made the world to operate in a very specific way. In Psalm 19, verses 7 and 8, we read this brilliant insight. The law of the Lord is perfect. That is, the law of the Lord is complete, converting or restoring the soul. The testimony of the Lord is sure, making wise the simple. The statutes of the Lord are right, rejoicing the heart. The command of the Lord is pure, enlightening the eyes. Think about it. According to this scripture, God's law increases or restores mobility to the human mind and heart and life. It makes us more free, not more restricted. God's law, according to this passage, imparts wisdom. That is to say, God's law describes the way life is, the way life operates. And the more we understand God's law, the more we understand the way things operate. But he goes on in this passage and says that God's law rejoices the heart. It generates joy. It produces happiness. And then he says it enlightens the eyes. It opens the mind. God's law is the means by which we become more and more and more liberated in our existence, not more and more restricted.